Hello, denizens of the internet. Your former network executive reaction to Apple TV Plus's movie Ghosted. Warning, there will be spoilers, but the most helpful warning I can offer is to stay away from this movie. It's horrible. I say this with a heavy heart. I take no enjoyment in trashing creative efforts. I know how much work goes into them. None of the people involved wanted to make something crappy. Of course, this is just my opinion. Others might find it an enjoyable romp. Perhaps you also. But its foundation is a weak polemic that needs to be called out for its indulgent wokeness. While it would be fun to go through this monstrosity scene by scene, there are other points I want to cover. Ghosted stars Chris Evans, Ana de Armas, and Adrian Brody as the baddie. 30 minutes in, I turned it off, vowing I would not continue torturing my frontal lobe any longer. But I had nightmares that night. Perhaps it got better. Maybe the action sequences would redeem it. So the next day I finished it off like a bad dinner because I had paid for the damn thing already. No, it did not get better. In fact, it got even more stupid. It will come as no surprise to any of you denizens out there, but the two main characters were gender swapped. I have it on good authority from someone who read the original script that the agent was a man and the ghosted love interest was a woman. But that was then, and this is now. And of course, it would be gender swap, because you have to understand that one of the tools of institutionalized wokeism is that everything old is bad, full stop. There was nothing the producers of Ghosted could have learned from Charade, starring Cary Grant and Audrey Hepburn, except how to create an engaging thriller with many twists and turns that was entertaining. I had to confirm that I was watching this mess on Apple TV Plus because this was the kind of woke nonsense Netflix was famous for. I believe Netflix is slowly pulling out from its ultra super woke nosedive, but this stuff is still happening on the OG streamer. And so we have this weird schizophrenic Ghosted with Ana de Armas gamely playing a role she's not suited for. And the same for Chris Evans, who is absolutely not believable as a needy, lovesick, floral expert who pines for the woman he's just had a one-night stand with. Which is another thing I wanted to mention. The movie is very current in the way it casually portrays hookup culture. Not that the movie needs to be a polemic about having casual sex, but when you write a screenplay and you toss in a significant bit of social interaction, then dismiss it without doing something with it, well, that is truly suspect. The first 30 minutes is the interminable meeting and dating setup. Well, not dating, just one date. It is contrived, unbelievable, and painful. Perhaps in the hands of a Nora Ephron, this could have been funny and entertaining. The sequence actually included a visit to a bookstore and an art museum. The last time I saw scenes for a date in a bookstore and in an art museum were Woody Allen movies from 1977. The G-rated sex scene that was initiated by the hungry de Armas was totally lacking in chemistry. They just didn't have it. We know de Armas will be leaving for a mission the next day, so Evans wasn't ghosted so much as shucked and tossed. That was kind of cruel on her part. There's an extended scene of Evans pining for de Armas with his family where they treat him like he's in high school. Once Evans finds out she's in London, he of course throws caution to the wind, flies to London and tracks her down. She is shocked, of course, and then the non-stop action ensues. What? You never told me you were an agent? Blah, 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 blah. The Armas wields a gun dispatching squads of opposition elements while wearing sexy outfits. Evans, for his part, not wearing sexy outfits, seems to be channeling a very bad impression of Chris Pratt's goofy, charming hero character, but without success. And we get these bizarre scenes where Evans can suddenly punch his way through an assortment of assassins as required. Not bad for such a sensitive man. I'll give the producers some credit, though, in that there were several moments where the 120-pound actress, or her stunt double, was shoved around realistically. We get some unfunny cameos from Sebastian Stan, Anthony Mackie, and Ryan Reynolds. Having Evan Stan and Mackie together was a meta Marvel joke. Ouch, my sides are hurting from laughing. Reynolds was not funny here at all. Anyway, poor Adrian Brody has to endure considerable humiliation. It all concludes happily after the spinning restaurant centrifugal set piece of carnage, and we are suddenly transported back to Evans's insufferable family for a lunch on the veranda. Armas and Evans look so happy together. The end. If they really wanted to have fun with sending up this kind of thriller, then why not make it a light comedy and find a Tom Hanks clone or Don Knotts type to play the male lead? So far, the woman assassin shtick has really not worked particularly well, except for the French film La Femme Nikita, The Long Kiss Goodnight, and maybe Atomic Blonde. Sorry, ladies. Give me a Jason Statham any day of the week. My big question is, why are movies like this being used to promote the cultural revolution, the vanguard of your woke movement? It's a stupid action movie. Back in the day, if you wanted to make a socially relevant movie, you made something like Dog Day Afternoon or In the Heat of the Night or Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. Now we have Chris Evans simping Ana de Armas in a silly spy thriller. We have to ask ourselves, is this because Hollywood does not have any more Sidney Lumet's, Costa Gavras's, Norm Jewison's, or even the less subtle Oliver Stone? The best the present cultural revolution can deliver is Ghosted? Yes, I'm dedicated to making fun of Hollywood wokeness, but that would still not stop me from enjoying a message film done by someone who knew what they were doing and perhaps didn't hate men so much. I would ask what you thought of Ghosted, but I sincerely hope you never saw it. Till next time, denizens, be seeing you.